Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1046th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni, and that would be me. Traders, this video is being filmed on Thursday night for trading Friday, July 19th, 2013. We are looking at the E-mini S&P on a daily bar. You can see these charts and hang out with me live in the chat room at livewithoscar.com if you like what you are about to see. Futures trading is extremely risky and can cause substantial financial loss, as we know, and futures trading is not suitable for all trading accounts. All right, traders, what are we looking at? In my last video, I showed you this S&P chart and said top number one. The market rallies, hits the top, comes down, comes back up. Top number two right here. Will this be a double top? I say no. That's the video that we did just 2 nights ago. I say no, it will not be a double top, and I had lots of reasons for you. So here's where we left off with video 1045, and here we are continuing now with video 1046. Thursday night, will this be a double top in the E-mini S&P? Let's go investigate. Traders, what we have now is this. This is either a double top forming, this is either a double top that's been put in, or it is an F flag forming. An F flag is an Oscarism. Many people don't know about F flags, but if you come to livewithoscar.com, I'll be sure to teach you about it. But this is basically what it looks like. Here's your flagpole. Here's your F flag. And the market has been staying in that F flag solidly and is bullish, and the Omni is bullish. And I say, for many reasons, this will likely not be a double top. But we did have something very interesting happen in the markets today, so let's move forward. For trading on Friday, E-mini S&P, Omni's calling for a buy once again, even in the face of NASDAQ coming off horribly on Thursday. Traders, all I can say is this: if you come to livewithoscar.com to trade on Friday, you better have large kahunas to take this trade. But I have a feeling it's still going to work out because Omni hasn't been wrong for, 5 weeks now in a row, day after day. Why should it be wrong tomorrow? We know that some bad trades come out. Futures trading is risky, and Omni does lose, but certainly hasn't called bad trades in NASDAQ and S&P for several weeks in a row, and did a great job on Thursday trading NASDAQ. Let's look at the Omni and stay with the Omni until Omni blows a gasket. So here we are. Looking at the E-mini S&P, is it an F flag? Is it a double top? Will we come off the way we did in NASDAQ? Let's go look around the board. Looking at the Russell, when I look at the Russell, I don't see a market falling apart. Look at today. NASDAQ came off a little, but look what Russell did today. Nice, strong day. Hits the bottom of the F flag, rallies right to the top, stays inside this parallel channel, the purple one. What is wrong with the Russell? Absolutely nothing to an analyst looking at this. So S&P and Russell look good today. Let's look at another chart. Traders, this is your transportation average. The leader that started this move a few weeks ago gave the leadership over to the Russell. But I showed you in our last video a few nights ago that this was the strongest F flag forming. Look what it did. It blew out of the F flag all the way to here as of Thursday. I'm not selling that Friday. I don't care what anyone says. The previous high in the tranny was here. Now we're here. Look, let me draw a line. The previous high was here. We bested it as of today, Thursday. So I say, absolutely, positively, you got to love the transportation average. You had to love that look of the Russell that we looked at in the previous chart before this one. So let's keep going. Let's look at the Dow Jones Industrial. Traders, looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average inside of a great parallel channel, and this F flag holding perfectly. Look what the Dow Jones Industrial Average did today. So we've seen the Dow looks great, the tranny looks great, the Russell looks great, and the E-mini S&P looks great, but this is what the NASDAQ did today. Now the NASDAQ did this. Look at this horrible breakdown out of the F flag. Here's the thing. NASDAQ has not been the leader here. It has been the Russell and the tranny. NASDAQ has been strong up until Thursday on this day, but it has not been the leader. NASDAQ clearly got above what was previous highs. This red line represents that. So when we come over to where we are now, it just came back and tested those previous highs. If you were really brave, you'd go buy the NASDAQ right here. But the NASDAQ's got some stocks inside of it. Out of the 100 stocks that make up NASDAQ, a few of them got hammered on Thursday and may get hammered Friday. So I say we just simply do this. Leave the NASDAQ alone and go after the S&P. And that's exactly what we have planned when we look at the S&P chart. We look at this S&P chart and say, why bother with NASDAQ when S&P is doing so well, Russell's doing well, tranny's doing well? Maybe, just maybe, the NASDAQ is not offering a tell at all, and the NASDAQ is simply falling apart because two stocks in NASDAQ got hammered on Thursday. We'll ignore NASDAQ, we'll stay with it because the other indices are strong, and the OMNI is bullish, and this S&P chart looks pretty darn good to me. Then there is gold, traders. On the gold market, very interesting happenings here. Resistance, this red line right here, resistance meets the bear flag. The bear flag is this purple line. The flagpole comes down. It's because it's a bear flag. It's like an upside down bull flag, of course. So here's the bear flag and the bear flag pole. And look at the resistance that we're running into. Now look at these yellow lines, these yellow circles. Resistance up here seems to be something that does not hold. It hits and drops and hits and drops. So we seem to bounce off the bottom, hit the top, bounce off the bottom. We are back at the top, and that should tell us it is time to go short the gold. So gold looks like it may be a short into this area. You must do your own homework and see what you think about gold. Come on down to livewithoscar.com if you don't know how to do homework, and I'll be more than happy to show you how to analyze the markets, how to analyze the charts, and why we're looking at gold getting tired here in the top of this bear flag. Traders, remember the S&P, most important for tomorrow. This S&P, if you ask me, is looking pretty fantastic. It could come apart. Who knows? Our stops will be in, but you don't sell a market that looks like this when 5, 6 indices look fantastic and only one is starting to turn down. I think you wait for the gamut to turn before you become bearish. Traders, thank you so much for coming to this class, for watching my videos. This was video 1046. Come on down to livewithoscar.com and stay with me in my free chat rooms. Always remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with that is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Happy Friday. Watch out for the possible gold turn and don't let the NASDAQ take you out of focus.